Every so often, a song comes along that's more than just a song. It becomes this cultural moment, right? It's like a mirror that shows us all what we're feeling, what we're worried about, what we're hoping for. It just puts a name to something that we all feel but can't quite put into words. So today, let's dive into one of those moments and really explore what happens after the aftermath.
It all kicks off with this number, 24 million. That's how many streams Terence Hughes' track The Aftermath racked up. And what's really wild is that this wasn't some big polished pop hit. Nope, it was this raw, kind of dystopian song that just became the anthem for a post-crisis world. It spread completely on its own online, with zero radio play. It wasn't just a hit, it was this genuine grassroots thing that just connected.
And that leads us right to the big question we're tackling today. The artist just dropped a follow-up, a brand new song called Now It's All Over. So what does this new track tell us about where we are now? Is it just an echo of those same old anxieties, or has something changed?
Okay, so before we can really get into the new song, we've got to rewind a bit. We have to understand what made The Aftermath hit so hard for so many millions of people. What was that specific feeling it managed to just nail?
And here's the thing you have to get about it. Its success was never about a catchy chorus. It went viral because it gave a voice to that low-level hum of anxiety that so many of us were feeling. It was this incredible moment of validation, a feeling that was super personal, but at the same time, totally universal.
The way the song did this was pretty brilliant, actually. It basically lays out the whole crisis in 3 stages. First, you get that personal disorientation, that feeling like your own world has been completely turned upside down. Then it zooms out to the bigger picture. The system's failing, the institutions we counted on just not working, and finally it lands on this really unsettling idea of truth itself just evaporating, where you can't even tell what's real anymore.
But what I find really fascinating is the song's emotional heart. It's this constant tug of war, isn't it, between this simple, desperate hope for human connection and the brutal, honest reality of a future you just can't predict. That tension, right there, making a promise you have no idea if you can keep, that was literally the soundtrack to post-crisis anxiety.
All right, so with that in our heads, let's fast forward to today and turn to the new track, Now It's All Over. Is this just round 2 of the same feeling, or has that anxiety evolved into something new? Let's find out.
So the song opens with this, and wow, it is immediately unsettling. Taking a children's nursery rhyme and twisting it like this, it sets a tone that is so much darker, so much more cynical than anything in the first song. This isn't about confusion anymore. It feels like a grim fairy tale for right now.
And right out of the gate, the lyrics go straight for the elephant in the room, this idea that we're all back to normal. But then it immediately pulls the rug out from under you. The feeling isn't one of relief. It's this sense of being fractured, of knowing that even if things look the same, something deep down has been broken for good.
This idea of a broken normal is really the key to the whole song. So let's dig a little deeper into these lyrics and try to figure out what kind of new reality it's actually painting.
And here's where we see a really crucial shift. The Aftermath was about a shared, universal feeling of being lost. But this new song, it introduces a much sharper social critique. It's actively questioning the promises of this healed world, and it's pointing out that this so-called freedom isn't being shared equally by everyone.
And then he drops this line. This is probably the most powerful and shocking line in the whole song. The system isn't just strained or failing anymore. It's described as a runaway train disaster course, a self-destructive entity never been built before. It's this image of a society that's actively on a path to its own destruction.
So, if you put all these pieces together, you can see a really clear evolution happening. The anxiety didn't just disappear, it's morphed. It's gone from a kind of bewildered disorientation to this hardened, clear-eyed view of a full-blown dystopia. And I think this lays it out perfectly. The first song, The Aftermath, was all about confusion, about losing trust in systems that were under a lot of strain. But the new song, Now It's All Over, goes way past that. It's just outright cynical. The dangers aren't vague anymore, they're right in your face. And the system isn't just strained, it's portrayed as actively collapsing.
This sequence of lyrics just captures that new feeling perfectly. It's this weird, looping, nonsensical argument about escalating violence. It makes no logical sense, and that's exactly the point, isn't it? It's a commentary on how modern dangers just seem to escalate without any rhyme or reason.
And all of this builds and builds to the song's incredibly haunting conclusion, which really just leaves us with this one profound question. What is this new reality actually turning us into? Then we get one of the last stark phrases in the song. Machines become us. It's such a chilling thought. It's this suggestion that we're losing our humanity, that in this new normal, we have to become colder, more mechanical, just to get by.
Remember that flicker of hope in the first song? That "Hope I see you in the aftermath"? Well, it's gone. It's no longer a question of if we fall. It's just this stark, final statement. We all fall down.
So the aftermath really helped a lot of people make sense of a really difficult time. Its sequel, Now It's All Over, seems to be saying that the difficult times, well, they're far from over. They've just changed shape. And it leaves us with its own final, provocative question. It's not about what we survived anymore. Now it's all about what we are becoming in the world that's left.